All right, guys. Welcome back once more again to Expertroborex. So basically, on this video, I'll be displaying to you the BC Extinguisher, one of our best trading, best performing, and most successful trading robots in the boom and crash market, using one of the basic hacks. Basically, I didn't introduce you to that hack. It is called market trend. So it uses a market trend hack to actually enter the market, which means the probability of it losing money is very small, and it does not work with Martingale. Martingale means that it has to increase the lot size on the next trade. It doesn't use that at all. It uses the same lot size to trade. So we'll use the same lot size on a backtesting on this video, and you will see it trade the history of a specific indices or index for a period of time, from the history of that index till date, and you see how it can be able to trade as small as $500 equity or capital. So you see the performance on this video. Now, sorry, there is a part I didn't actually touch in my previous video. That's why it's good you watch every video on this channel to be fully acquainted on how to be a successful trader. If you want to be a successful trader and you have not watched every video on this channel, it means you're not really ready, you're not really serious. This channel does not have 50 videos that you need to sit down for a very long time to study. Yes, success and hard work, patience, focus, commitment, and sacrifice work hand in hand. This is the circle of every successful human being on earth. Alright, so the boom and crash market. In the boom, the spikes are the buy candles, while their trends is the sell candle, and on the crash market, the spikes are the sell candles, while the trend is the buy candles. So it's good you understand the difference between the buying. So it's good you understand the difference between the buy candles and the sell candles on the boom and crash. So I will drop just one picture or two pictures to illustrate what the buy is on boom and what the sell is on the crash. All right, next is the BC Extinguisher Robot. Like I said earlier, this robot trades on the market trend, which means it trades the spike. And because it can effectively and accurately predict spikes, it can also trade against spike. That is what makes the BC Extinguisher the boss of the BC market. It was named BC Extinguisher because it's designed to extinguish the boom and crash market. Don't get it twisted. So the BC Extinguisher Robot is very good and very excellent. This is a major breakthrough in history. This is a major breakthrough in the history of trading. I bet you this robot can perform far above 95% of every trading software in the market, whether you see it on the MQL5 market or the MQ4 market, name it, or you see it on different websites. This robot answers to 99% of your financial challenges. Let me blow your mind. To be sincere, this robot introduces the final solution to poverty in most families worldwide, globally. So it is good that you please get a copy. Later on Friday, we'll discuss to you how you can get some of this trading system and own it for yourself, own a tool that answers to your financial challenges. At least own a tool. At least own one trading tool that will answer to your financial challenges. If not, you might keep hustling for the rest of your life. God has given you this opportunity to be exposed to this 1 week free extensive training. You have no excuse to remain in poverty. As long as I'm concerned, you have no excuse. All you need is a decision, a final decision to come out from where you are and decide where you are going. All right. What is backtesting? The word backtesting means that we are using the history of the markets as a tool to understanding the performance of a trading strategy or a trading robot. So basically what I did in my former video on the boom and crash, when I introduced boom and crash strategy, if you realize when we were working on the gap strategy, if you're very sensitive, you come to understand that I performed a manual backtesting on 10 consecutive entries. I performed a manual backtesting on 10 consecutive entries of the gap strategy to use it as a tool to understand the performance of that strategy. So in this context, we might not be doing it manually because it takes a long time. Like I told you in that video that you must backtest for a very long time. If it is a year or 2 years, or on the history. From the history of when that particular market was generated, or currency pair, or trading indices. So you can imagine sitting down and doing that for years. Actually, robots can do it. They can help you go back to the history and trade from 1945 till today and show you that, see, this robot you have, this is the potential performance of the robot. That is if that market data is still available. The truth is this, most at times those market data are available to do a lot of this backtesting. Sometimes some brokers actually charge some fees for you to get those data to backtest. It is important you backtest. Now, what is the essence of backtesting? The essence is this. If in the past a strategy has proven to be 90% accurate on its entries, it means in the future it can also be 90% or even 100% or 80%. There's a probability to hit over 80 to 90% if the future is exactly what happened in the past. This is the essence of backtesting. It is a clear indication of the possible future performance. Give you an idea. Say, this thing performed 85%. It means that in the future, even if the future may not repeat exactly the way the past would be, it might perform 75%. So this is the aspect that needs to be properly understood. Now let's go and do a backtesting of the PC extinguisher. I'll go to my MT5 platform now and set it up and deploy it, and you watch that backtesting performance. Okay guys, here is my strategy tester. It's called a strategy tester. Like I told you, you need to test strategies, and we're going to test it on crash 500 5 minutes. We're testing it from the history of the beginning of the crash of the boom. Okay, but we're actually testing the crash 500. So we are testing it from the beginning of when crash 500 was existing. So we're testing it till date, today's date, which is 22nd. And let's see what it can perform. So we're going to work with a starting capital of $500. This can be changed. Use 500, but let's use 100 without any can changed. So we're going to run it between the time we believe that crash was existing. Crash was existing from, I think it was middle of this year of 2019, not the beginning. Crash 500 down to date. So test it on 5 minutes and see the performance. Now, basically, don't forget that on the crash, spikes are sell candles. I mean the spikes. This is boom. You go to crash 500 when it is spiking. spikes here mean sell candles. You can see it's going down, not this one going up. This is going up. Right, crash here. This is coming down. So basically, if this robot is actually trading the spike, it means to be trading down. So the setting I'm going to use now is for you to trade only spikes. That's the setting because it can trade both spikes and trade against spikes. So basically, I've set it to trade just the spikes from the history of the beginning of crash 500 till date. Let's see the potential performance and potential possibility of this robot giving us a good profit within that period. And now I'm using a starting capital of $500. That is fair, very, very fair. All right, so at this point we'll click our start button and let's watch our trading from the history till date. So the starting capital is $500. Pay attention to this. This is $500 we are starting with. Let's see what this robot can do from the history of crash 500. A lot of people have traded this market with $10,000 and they're in loss. So you can see that if you have $500, let's see what this robot can trade for you from the history of crash 500. It's trading crash 500 on $500 capital. So it began July. Don't forget, I told you this market was from the middle of that year, 2019. That was when this market was opened, crash 500. So it started trading from July. And it is trading the lot size of 1. Look at that. This one that is popping up. I can actually pause that for you to see. Let's see if we can capture it or slow it down. Actually slow it down. Oh, very difficult to slow down basically. So I was trying to capture one of them to show you. No. Okay. So I wanted to show you that it is set. All the trades is picking as sell, 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 sell trades, and it's using the same volume. So pay attention to when this comes up and goes up. You will see it's using the same lot size 1 on sell trade. So lot size 1 is fair if you are trading boom and crash. A lot of people think this is an extremely high lot size, but it is very, very fair. Very fair and very okay. So let's observe and see how long and how far it can grow a $500 account and to what extent. Let's continue. So just keep your eyes on the balance and see how the balance is growing. Now it is over $1,000. This is within a month. This is August 10. It has made 100% profit. It started at the middle of July down to August. It has now made 100% profit in a month. So this is a possibility that this robot might give you up to 100% profit in a month if you are using the same lot size. Don't forget. So idea is our capital remains $500. So if at the end of the first month you pull out your profit of $500, it means the next month you're closing again with another $500. The next month another $500. That's what it means in essence. So that is the reason why we are using the same lot size. You don't want to be growing the lot size. We want to see how this robot will perform on every single trade and not a trade that is dependent on higher lot size. So if you are using the same capital every month, what will it be giving you every month? That is the question. Using the same capital, does it give the same profits? So we're observing this from July. Let's observe it till date and know what is going on. So this is September and we're looking at approximately $2,700 now. So $800. We started middle of July. Don't forget. And don't forget the lot size is not increasing. If this lot size was increasing based on the capital to be making more money, don't forget. But we're trying to avoid very turbulent markets. That's the truth. I can actually customize it for you to increase this lot size with equity. So as the balance is going up, to be choosing a higher lot size, which means to be making more profit. Because if you're going to make $1,000 profit or $500 with one lot size, it means if you use two lot size, you're going to make 1,000 instead of 500. Or if you use two lot size, you make 2,000 instead of 1,000. So if this lot size was increasing proportionally to the balance, by now this account should be close to 10 or 15,000. That's the truth. But we decided to use the same lot size to understand the fundamental performance of this robot. We don't want to increase lot sizes. We want lot sizes to maintain. Number one. Number two, we decided to trade the spikes because we think it is the safer zone to trade. So since we are trading the spike, which is the safer zone, it means that we will not encounter a sudden high loss, because the challenge with trading against spike is you might encounter a sudden high loss. So the losses you might be encountering trading spike will be very small and minimal compared to those trading against spike. So this is one of the very reasons why we decided to use this backtesting to try trading the spikes and not trading against the spikes. So we see the amount of money we can make and using just a specific lot size. So this is December and our $500 has grown to $4,800 already. If you're a good mathematician, you realize that that is over 800% profit. Now it is $5,000 at the middle of December. That is over 900% profit using a fundamental lot size. If this lot size was increasing proportionally to the balance, by now we would have been talking of close to $50,000 in this account. So probably if I have the time, I will do a different backtesting with a lot size that will be growing proportionally to the balance. And don't forget, you are trading spikes, so you can start with just one lot size and that will give you close to $20 or $30 profits. So you can see sometimes 30, 15, 16. It gives a huge profit margin because you are trading the spikes. The spikes, instead of the spike to push its energy against you in loss, it is pushing its energy for you in profit. Understand that principle. It is pushing its energy for you in profit. So this is January of the following year. So basically this will make it approximately 7 months, and we are talking about over $6,500. $6,500. So that is over roughly $6,000 profit. And that is similar to that should be 1,200% in profit. So let's just watch and see how to trade down to today, and let's see what we can grow a $500 towards in a period of a year, or let me say a period of 2 years, because today will make it from July 2019 to July 2020. That is 1 year. Then July 2020 to July 2021. That is 2 years. Then if we're adding August and September, we're looking at 2 years and 2 months. So in 2 years and 2 months, what would the BC extinguisher do to just crash 500? You can imagine if it was trading all that indices. Don't forget that this is only crash 500. You can imagine the performance of this same robot on possibly boom 500 or boom 1000 or crash 1000. So basically, just stay tuned while you're enjoying this view, while you are enjoying the growth of this account from $500. So if you're a long-term conservative trader, you can decide to put maybe $5,000, $10,000 here, and you can imagine how much this money will grow to over a period of 1 year. If you're a long-term investor, you can just decide to get your $10,000, put it in here, and you see your $10,000 growing to over 2,000, 3,000% profit. I know what that means. It means you're looking at making $200,000 or $300,000 in profit. That is massive. That is mad. And don't forget, we're talking about one indices here. So imagine if we're trading all the 4 indices simultaneously. Just imagine if we're trading the 4. Imagine how much money you make. So that's why most people watched my intro video when I said I made a lot of money, close to $1 million trading. And I later saw comments of a lot of doubts, people commenting, how is it possible? How is it possible? You're lying, you're not saying the truth. But that's the basic truth. Because if you've been in this training for a period of time, you will be the person to confirm for yourself if I'm actually lying or saying the truth. By now, you should have confirmed for yourself if this guy is helping you or I'm here to destroy you. So you realize that I'm here to give you knowledge that is rare to find. So don't forget that this is already April. We've not even gotten to July, and we're looking at close to $9,000 profit in less than a year. It's not up to a year. Your $500 is now approaching approximately over 1,800% profit. You know what that means? Now we're talking about close to $10,000. This is May. So let's see, before we get to the middle of July, what amounts we've accrued in terms of profit trading 1 year. 1 year. Okay. So let's stay tuned. While we get to the middle of July, I will pause it. I will see how much we've made trading 1 year using the PC extinguisher on just crash 500 trading indices. So we're getting there. So we're just a month away from middle of July. June, okay, June, sorry, 2 months away from July. So this robot uses a very fundamental trading principle, which is a market hack that was discovered a year back. It was discovered sometime last year. I discovered this trend. So this robot you're seeing has not stayed more than 2 years. Yes, so discovered last year, and this month will make it a year. We built the PC extinguisher. It was optimized for 3 months, worked on the optimization, and is now doing very well and very fantastic. Okay, so we are in June, which should be exactly 1 year from last year, July. Okay, I'm trying to pause that. So that's 18th of June. Okay, let's leave that for the pause for now. All right, so we've traded exactly from middle of July down to June, which is exactly 1 year if I'm correct. And you can see our $500 we started with is now $12,000. Number one. So let's see if we can capture. Wow, as I post it, you cannot replay this section. Interesting. Oh, this is the challenge. You cannot post it more than twice or so. How do we resume this? Just give me a minute. Let me crack my head around this. So you can see that we've accumulated close to $12,071. So this is over 2,000% profit in 1 year. If you put $500, you end up making over $10,000, over $11,000 profit. If you had put $1,000, you understand? The 500 you put initially, you multiply it by 20. That's what you're making in a year, over that. So if you put $1,000, it means you're making over $20,000 annually. And if you put over $10,000, it means you're making over $200,000 annually. And if you put over $100,000, that broker will call you to shut down the system. I'm being sincere with myself. Me accumulating over $1 million trading is not with a single broker. Because no broker will allow you to make them to debt. That's the truth. So I did that using most of my trading robots with different brokers. Sometimes I make $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, $120,000. I made $200,000. Like if you see on Friday, I will show you an exactly live account. I withdraw over $200,000. You see it live. So how I made my money was with different brokers basically, not putting all my money on one, because they will call you to shut down the system if they realize you're making too way much more than you put in. So this is exactly a clear example of what you trade in a year. So let's continue from guys, this one about zero Martingale robot. Most of you don't want a robot that martingales. It's one of its kind. Basically, we don't give this to public to view or to test because it is highly confidential. But because of the need arising for us to help you, that is why we are actually dropping this video. So you can have the opportunity to actually see what a robot that works with Martingale can raise close to $12,000 profit in just 1 month, specifically 1 month. So you realize that there's no Martingale on this. Go down, 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 down. Yes, there's no Martingale at all for a period of 1 full month. This was dropped specifically to make you understand that you can have zero Martingale robots and still have profit. But these are for companies, hedge funds, and investment firms, not for individuals. Thank you. Most of you like watching money. This is how I watch my money roll in. This is how I watch my money roll in. Okay? We are now at 2020, January 2021, sorry. So this is the beginning of this year, and our $500 that we had 2019 is now $17,000. Wow, it seems we are talking about another Bitcoin-like robot. This robot is trading like it is helping you accumulate Bitcoin growth. Fantastic. $18,000 February this year. Bro, who doesn't want to change their life should not watch this video. Sit down, watch your money grow for the first time in your life. Watch your money grow. Watch your life transform. Watch, 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 watch. This opportunity might come once in a lifetime. So when this is done, the backtesting is done, it will develop a result called the backtesting result. I will then analyze the results because there's some information that will be important there for you. That is why I specifically want you to sit down, cool off, and just watch the money grow. Just watch money growing from 18 to 20, growing up, 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 all the way, and your trading spikes the same lot size. I did this video specifically so you can sit down and take your time and watch and look and see possibility of money growing. Alright guys, we've hit $20,000 April this year, growing a $500 account. Like I said earlier before, if I was using an accumulative lot size which we'd be choosing based on the account size, by now this account, you can just imagine how much it is. If I was using 5 lot size, by now we're expecting this to be over $100,000 basically. So this tells the possibility of this robot. Like I said, sometimes most clients will call us to optimize for their personal use. And when we do that, if the profit is extremely too high, we'll tell them how to use it with that broker, because some brokers don't want to make a lot of money in a short period of time. So there's a way we'll then advise you to use it and you're making money clean out. We have a lot of clients working with us that make money clean out. Yes, we are not good at sharing client accounts publicly for specific reasons. We've had challenges of so-called people come to get people's account information. They go and use to get clients from somewhere else for their personal reasons. So this is the reason why we don't share account login, investors and the rest. No, we don't do that. We don't like to do that because our client information is sacred and remains sacred as long as we are concerned. So you have seen so far what we could raise out of a $500. So if you have a $500 in your pocket and you don't have these robots, I wonder what you want for your life. I wonder what you want for your life if you don't want this kind of system to be trading for you and you are busy, you are sleeping, you're going about your activities, and before the end of the month, you're cashing out. Your money remains with you. Like I say, in Forex, your money remains with you. We're not asking you for money in this platform. Nobody is asking you for any money. Your money remains in your pocket and you are growing it. What works better than the PC extinguisher? This system, like I told you, is designed to extinguish the PC broker. But still, we are working hand in hand to ensure that we are here to make wealth. Hope all of you are enjoying the way it is picking trades and has maintained trading only spike. So you can imagine trading spikes in a market that people are losing money, we are making money. Like I said earlier, I've made over $1 million trading. I trade many markets. I trade with many brokers, internationally, locally, otherwise. And every day I cash out. And in a month, I know how much I make. But I will show you one of our accounts that is very conservative. We're going to show you that account specifically to prove to you that money making is possible if you are committed to robot trading called digital trading. Thank you very much. So $21,000, over $21,000 in profit. That is over 4,000% profit increment in two good years. It's almost getting to May to June, and we've traded for 2 years and we've made approximately 4,000% profit. 4,000% profit. So if you had just $1,000 here, in 2 years you're having $40,000. If you had just a $4,000 here, in 2 years you're having $40,000 in 2 years. If you had just $10,000 here, in 2 years you're having over $400,000. And that is when the broker begins to call you. They realize you're making too much money. They tell you, please disconnect. Please disconnect. Please disconnect. And we still have a way of managing them. We have a way of handling such situation. Alright. So we're back. This is June. And you can see we've made over 22,000. So let's continue and watch till the end, which is this month, September, and see how much we've accumulated in 2 years and 2 months back-to-back trading with the BC Extinguisher. Since June this year. So don't forget, there are a lot of parameters not even included on this robot in terms of optimization, trading stop loss, a lot of them. As I told you, sometimes optimization can make you make 10 times that amount. Very possible. Then if you realize we are trading up to the 4 different indices, that gives you an idea of how much you could have accumulated by now. So all these are factors you need to consider to understand that yes, definitely you can make far much more than this trading using the BC extinguisher. So now we're talking of $23,000 in profits. $23,000 in profit. Okay, so this is August, this is last month. A lot of you ask me there's no stop loss. It is designed to have internal stop loss and take profit. The most important thing in trading is profit making. When you are a professional long-time trader, you begin to understand that these parameters called the stop loss and take profit were designed to limit trading. But you do not understand. Probably when you allow me mentor you for a long time, you know how you can make money trading, not looking for stop loss. As in trading, just trading. The most important thing is making money. especially consistently. Okay, just a month away and it'll be done. So when the backtesting is done, we have to look at three things, major three things. Yeah, three major things we look at. Look at for number one, the data quality. Was it able to use almost all the data quality in history to backtest, or it used a percentage of it? Sometimes you backtest and it's giving you 50% of the data quality. That is not too good. It means that backtesting result is not so good. Sometimes you backtest, it gives you 70. So we're looking at something above 90, which means that it was able to recall close to 90% of the data history and use. It is good because the less data the data quality, it means that the accuracy of the old data which you are seeing right now is very, very low. Yes, if it is very low, it means that it's very low. If it is very high, it means that the accuracy of the old data it has recalled to test the robot is very high as well. So basically, we're looking at for something above 90 to be sure that the accuracy of this old data is high enough, good enough to give us a good and reliable result. Very important. Note, reliable result. So we are getting close to today's date, which is 22nd. That is 24,870. 889. Let's see what it will close to end with. All right, well, it has stopped. So it has stopped exactly today's date, which is okay. Stopped exactly 21st, which was yesterday as at 11:30, which is the close time. So that's exactly the close of market yesterday. It was when it stopped the back testing. So it is giving us that we would have accumulated, raised our that would have raised our $500 to $24,900 in the period of 2 years and 2 months. All right. So when now it is done, it will regenerate another information. So this is the information to generate. This is what we need. Like I said, the first thing is the history quality. What is the quality of the data it has recorded to do this analysis? It's telling you 100%. It's very accurate on spot. It record every candle movement. Don't forget. Don't forget on the setting, we used every tick, which means every candle movement. Every candle movement. All right. So it used every tick because the movement of the ticks is what sums to form a candle. So it has used every tick, and this is the amount of ticks that runs since the history. This is the initial capital. As you can see it here, initial capital $500. That is initial deposit. This is the net profit. The profit we have made $24,419 profit we have made so far. What is the drawdown? The maximum drawdown we are looking at here is 2.81%. Super fantastic. And even the equity drawdown maximum was 2.99%, not more than, not up to 3% drawdown. Not up to 3% drawdown in 2 years. It tells you how fantastic this robot is. And imagine the amount of profit it is generating in just a period of 2 years. Very important. When you go down again, you see more information about it. Now, I want to show you the profit and loss. You know, it is an average of these two that gives you either profit and loss. The net that gives you either net profit or loss. So these are the losses, these are the profits. You can see the profit in every day is higher. This is loss, profit, loss, profit, loss, profit, loss. And the profits are all higher than the losses. So on the average, every day ends on the average in profit. And that is on that graph that shows you the profit for each month. Fantastic. Then is the profit movement. You can see that is what is called the correlation profit. Then what other information is useful here again? That gives you the profits for each month and the loss. So every month you are ending up in more profit than losses, which means they are profit, but the profit will outweigh the losses and you end in net profit. Very important. So since we have 100% quality data, 100%, so we have 100% quality data, and we use only $5 to generate 24, and we use only $500 to generate $24,000 in 2 years and 2 months. It means this system is perfect and very awesome for these trading indices. All right, thank you very much and have a nice day. If you feel to have a copy of this, you can simply contact me in person.